Welcome to the ultimate cool in hydraulic bolting tools. Welcome to the ICE. The HYTORC ICE represents another quantum leap in the technology of bolting. Like its cousin the Avanti, its concentric dual spline drive system improves torquing efficiency and tool life by not passing torsion forces through the tool. Also like the Avanti, it can not only torque, but it can drive a series of torque tension accessories including the HYTORC washer and the HYTORC nut, allowing true, hands-free bolt preloading even upside down. Just advance and release the remote control button on the pump and the tool will release hands-free. Before we begin, we should first put on our personal protective equipment. At a minimum, this should include safety glasses with side shields, sturdy gloves, and steel-toed shoes. Of course, job conditions and local work rules may require other safety items such as hearing protection, face shields, hard hats, and fire or chemical-resistant clothing. Nothing is as important or as urgent as your safety. Let's take a look at the ICE in action. Check the condition of the hoses, connectors, and the general condition of the tool and accessories for any obvious damage. Any defects must be corrected before pressurizing the system. As with all HYTORC wrenches, the ICE comes in several sizes. Each size is assigned a number corresponding roughly to that tool's maximum torque output in thousands of foot-pounds at the maximum pump pressure of 10,000 psi. So at maximum pump pressure, the ICE 1 will deliver approximately 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, while the ICE 3 will produce about 3,000 foot-pounds at that same pressure. The ICE 1 has a 3/4 inch square drive, while the 3 has an inch drive to handle its higher torque. Knowing the torque range of each tool in advance makes it easy to choose the right model for the job at hand. The ICE is powered by hydraulic oil from a pressure-regulated pump system, connected to the tool by special high-test hoses. Note that both the male and female unions feature a small spring-loaded check ball which must be fully seated for the oil to pass. Ensure that the hydraulic hoses are firmly screwed to the uniswivel using only finger-tight force. Even the slightest loosening of the threaded connector will shut off the flow of oil, preventing a high-pressure leak that could otherwise be dangerous to the operator. Do not defeat this important safety feature by substituting other connectors that may not be rated for these 10,000 psi pressures. Let's assume that the job at hand is tightening these 1.5" B7 studs with the reaction-free HYTORC washers installed using this ICE 1 and its concentric dual-drive socket. And let's further assume that the target torque for this bolt is 700 foot-pounds. As the term foot-pound implies, that is a tightening force equal to 700 pounds at the end of a foot-long bar. That's a lot of torque. Since the output torque of the tool is set by regulating the pump pressure, we must consult a pressure-to-torque conversion chart for the specific tool we are using, in this case the ICE 1. Reading down the foot-pound column, we find 705, which is very close to our target. Moving across to the left column, we find the corresponding pressure setting is 5,400 psi. You can interpolate the values if your target number is not shown exactly. The chart also allows you to convert torque in kilogram meters or Newton meters to psi or to pressure in bar if needed. Often bolts are required to be tightened in increments rather than all at once. This is done by simply choosing a lower pressure corresponding to the percentage of final torque desired on each pass. Reset the pressure in stages until the final value is reached. But for our demonstration, we will simply tighten to the target torque without any intermediate steps. With the pump set at 5,400 psi, we are ready to go to work. The socket should be attached to the square drive so that the word Tighten can be read on the opposite side of the tool, and the safety handle should be attached. Place the tool on the application, checking to make sure that the reaction point is secure, the wrench is fully engaged, and the hoses are not in danger of being kinked or damaged. It's a good idea to bump the control button before starting to tighten, just to check how the wrench will react under pressure. Ratchet the wrench until it stalls at the preset pressure and the nut will no longer turn. Be patient on the last few strokes, as the socket will move very slowly. If in doubt, always try another stroke. Remove and reposition the wrench on the next nut to be tightened and proceed with your bolting plan. When removing a nut or bolt, turn the pressure up on the pump to at or near maximum, giving the wrench its full power. Reverse the direction of the ice by inserting the drive into the tool so that the word loosen can be read on the side opposite the socket. Fit the wrench, once again checking the reaction point and the hoses for proper position. Bump the button and observe the wrench to make sure it is secure. Press and hold the actuator button until the nut moves counterclockwise. Continue to loosen until it can be removed by hand. If the nut will not move at 10,000 psi, you will need a larger wrench with more power. So there you have it, the ultimate cool power tool, the ICE from HYTORC. Please ask your local HYTORC representative to demonstrate the ICE on your applications and let you take it for a test drive.